Hi everybody, it's Bernadette. Despite having a very, very bad flu, I managed to put together this video for you. And yes, my retail slash studio space has finally opened in Plumstead in Cape Town. I opened on the 2nd of January, officially having my own space. So I want to take you through a short walkthrough so you can enjoy the space with me. If you live in Cape Town, come and pay me a visit. I'd love to get to know you. So just a nice bay window looking out onto a terrace with a beautiful restaurant. And then I'm showing you some of the details on my wall space, starting with a 3-piece flower dip, some bloom paintings, and my apron rack, and the shelving that I will use as some retail space. So I'm still unpacking my goodies, and these shelves will soon become filled with lovely fluid art and resin art pieces. Some wood cutouts and a kitchen sink, and some daily use items as well. So this is my space. I will be using it for all of my classes. Come and have a canvas and a coffee with me. Daytime and evening sessions available, as well as space for birthday parties. Welcome to my channel. My name's Bernadette Simply Be Fluid Art. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a bloom painting that I called Hawaiian Nights because it reminds me of the tropical island of Hawaii. Those beautiful colors just lends itself to a nice, cool, summery feel. And I'm so happy to be able to share this painting with you. I've done it on a very large canvas. It's a nice deep edge canvas, and the detail in this painting is just simply gorgeous. You have to see the process to enjoy it to the full. So let me take you through the process. Please do forgive me. I am struggling with the flu, a very bad flu, but I'll take you through and narrate this version of this video for you. So my pillow paint is a house paint. I now prepare my house paints in advance, and I just pour them in these 1 liter bottles, and I use it as I need. So I've thinned it down to make it more fluid, and now I am laying it down on the canvas, quite a thick layer, because it has to stretch all the way across this canvas as well as down the 4 sides. And this is a deep edge canvas, so I'm adding a little bit more pillow paint than I usually do. There's about 650 grams of pillow paint on this canvas. And then I'm going to lay down the puddles for the background blowout. So I'm using a bit of fiery colors from the fire palette side of the palette, red, oranges, and yellows, but I'm going to put in some coolness by adding an aqua blue to the mix. So just feeling the paint, because there were some gooey bits and blobs, just feeling for that with my long nose tweezer, and then lifting that off the canvas, because you don't want those bits drying in your pillow. They're going to show up. Now I'm going to give this canvas just a short squish with a blowtorch, with the butane torch, just to get those air bubbles, but also to smooth out the paint. The heat just levels out and smooths out the paint for me so nicely. So I don't skip this process. I always torch my pillow, and I do a very good job of it. So I don't rush through it. I do a thorough job of blow torching the pillow paint and really trying to get all the bubbles out. Now that I've completed that step, I'm going to do the first puddles for the background blowout, and I'm going to start with a magenta. I'm using local paints mixed with my bloom pouring media. I now have a website that you can purchase all my ready mixes, my bloom ready mix, my bloom pouring medium ready mix, my cell activator ready mixed, my pillow paint ready mix. The next color on top of the magenta is a bright red, also local brand. I use many different local brands of paint. I'm just letting you know the color for now so that you are able to match it to the closest one available in your part of the world. The color that I'm doing now is a deep orange on top of that bright red, and then I'm laying down a sunshine yellow. So I've gone from magenta to bright red to a deep orange, and now the sunshine yellow. On top of that, I'm laying down a chartreuse, lovely, lovely color. And on top of the chartreuse, we will be using the aqua blue. That's an aqua. So I've gone hot and cold colors all in the same mix. But I wanted that blue just to add some pop to those colors. And it really makes a beautiful combination, especially in your bloom blowouts. Black cell activator this time is going to top off those puddles, and then I'm going to do a blowout. My blow dryer is an 1800 watt, and I use it on the highest air fan. First spreading the cell activator over the colors, and then I'm going to blow the colors over the pillow. That's my process. That's how I do it. So now I'm really just skimming those colors over the pillow, and then we're going to give it chance for that cell activator to develop. Stretching out that cell activator as well as we stretch out the colors. The cell activator will give beautiful effects in this painting, as you will see in the close-up. So there's some negative space, and because this is a bigger canvas, I don't want to overstretch things, so I'm adding more puddles. And I'm starting with the magenta again. And then I'm going to layer the colors in the same way that I did previously. So adding quite a number of puddles to this painting. Then the bright red, and then the orange, and then the sunshine yellow. There's your orange. I'm using about a half teaspoon of color. That cell activator is developing beautiful effects. I love how it just defines the centers of these blooms, gives it that extra depth. Sunshine yellow on top of that orange. Just giving you a close-up. Look how gorgeous that looks. And now the chartreuse. The aqua on top of that again. The layering is done in the same way that I did the first 3 puddles. I love doing multiple puddles in my blooms. And now I'm bringing in some pearl white on top of that aqua. And then I'm going to lay down the black cell activator on top of that pearl white. For some of you who have been watching my videos for a long time, you would probably have noticed that I actually forgot to put down the pearl white in the first 3 puddles. So if you did notice that, let me know in the comments below that you actually did notice that I did not put the pearl white down in the first 3 puddles. That was an omission. It wasn't intentional. Alright, all I'm doing now is spreading the color over the pillow paint. Just blowing that color using the air fan on high and spreading the color over the pillow paint. And now I think I'm ready to do the spinning. So just getting everything out of the way because the spinning does make quite a mess. And we're going to spin. Couple of revolutions, taking it in both directions. This canvas is quite heavy with all the paint that it has to hold. And so I'm noticing that the paint is spilling over more on the one end because I don't think my board is level. So I'm just spinning that board around to get the other end on the lower side. And then I'm going to spin it out to make sure that I've got equilibrium and balance and all of those things that make a painting. Okay, so lifting it up, stretching it out a bit manually, and bringing it back again to the center. Always working on composition. Now, even though I'm loving that, this is still a background, and I'm going to put a bloom on top of that because you do see some empty space. It's not negative space. It is background space, but it's empty. It's sort of void of interest. So the canvas has to talk to you, and this canvas speaks to me, and I need to do more puddles for a flower blowout, and that's the puddle that you see me laying down now. So I'm going to blow that out, and this time I want defined petals. And so I've created my center for depth, and now I'm just blowing out my puddles. Blowing it out so that I can get beautiful, glass-like, transparent petals that makes these bloom flowers so beautiful and delicate. So that's the first one. I need to do another one, and I'm going for that now. So right down the center for depth, and then blowing out those petals. Beautiful, just beautiful. Right, I'm still not done. There's still some space where I think this canvas needs a little bit more interest. And so I'm going to do 2 more puddles. But I'm going to blow those puddles out with my breath because the blow dryer, the air pressure from the blow dryer will be far too powerful for me to control those smaller blowouts. So I do use my breath. Now I'm using a skewer stick and I'm just defining and separating the petals. I do this in all of my bloom flowers. I do separate the petals because they do give more structure to the flowers. And then I am defining the edges. Sometimes as your bloom flowers, as they dry, they tend to disappear into the background. And I do fix my edges to make them stand out so that I'm assured once it's dry, I'm able to see that defined petal edge. It also gives it a lot more dimension. It gives it depth. almost raises the flower from the canvas. And now I'm laying down another puddle because I think this canvas needs another bloom flower. And once again blown that out with my breath. Defining it, separating the petals, all part of the process. Don't skip this. It's all part of what makes your painting. Spinning it out to stretch out those blooms a bit. There's a lot of paint still on the canvas that will allow me to help that petals, that flowers to grow. Loving it gives me that tropical feel, that Hawaiian feel, and I'm so happy that I'm able to bring this painting to you. So happy New Year, everyone. It's been a heck of a month. I've been inundated with colds and flu. I've done this video quite a while back already, but I'm only able to upload it today. My voice is still not back to its usual strength. I'm still recovering, but I wish you all health and wellness and happiness in 2025. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye for now.